toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buffaloes will put it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those 3rd down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz here. Leaves it with the running back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
He's got his man, makes the grab, and he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Grab behind the line. It's Johns. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Dean. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion.
Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. He's open on the right. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, he has the strength to get back up. Nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
From the gun, the running back has it. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, a nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bucs!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They think there's room to run to the right here. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
The Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, look.
Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Working that left side now. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And the Yellow Jackets started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. On the ground, it's Jefferson. At the 35, he's open. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Grab near the marker. It's Gage. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. You know, the entire concept of the play-action fake is to slow down the rush. Didn't work.
No, they didn't bite on it, which was great defense. They didn't bite on it. They knew it wasn't a run. Played pass, continued to get to the quarterback and get the quarterback on the ground.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Catch in the middle, it's Dean. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got the quick pass. Got some room into the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here from my running back, make the game.
There he goes to the left. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No? Well, nobody's got him.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Colorado State is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Boise State. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. The Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Gardner. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll try to do it himself. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice 3rd down conversion by the quarterback.
And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll go to the ground. There he goes. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position that...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback, good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. At the 35, he's got room. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
The Yellow Jackets, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Makes the catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. To the air, it's Dyer. Quickly complete. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for first control.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. On the ground, it's quick. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will line up to kick off and start the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He'll start this drive firing. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying. And a great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play, because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed, turning it on. Chopped out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Buffaloes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Flushed out of the pocket. Catch in the middle. It's Gage. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bucks! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Right back to him on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The Yellow Jackets line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Got his man. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
That's caught. It's Allen.
Man, this slot receiver makes it easy on his quarterback. Did you see how he found the soft spot, the wide open space? That was easy for his quarterback to complete that throw.
And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the 1st down.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
The Yellow Jackets are flying down the field. They're going to ride this running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
And the Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Dyer. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect and keep the drive going.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Dances away to buy time. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Here on 3rd down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league, but check this out. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And that is incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
He's moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab. It's Dean. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. And when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. The Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Gage. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried double.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He puts some heat on that one down the middle.
Well, both of these offenses started hot, and they've been able to stay hot in this one. They are doing whatever they want to do right now. Throwing or running the football. Defenses, they just don't have any answer.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. 3rd down play from the gun. Caught over the middle. It's Dean. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. And the Buffaloes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado!
And the the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option. He can't corral the pass. The ball's on the ground. They were rolling with the option, and the quarterback kept it, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
I'm impressed with this defense. They are locked in and defending the option right now. Guys are playing assignment football, and they're just doing a great job with their eye discipline. They saw the QB pull that ball. They knew exactly who had it. They got to him and created the turnover.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Dyer. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the try is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
That's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. Throwing right. Found the spot in the defense. Made a defender miss. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Snagged in the middle. It's Gage. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. The Buffaloes moving quickly to the line.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Dyer. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays. There's nothing you can say positive about that.
Got it in the middle. It's Savage. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man. It's Savage. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Gonna run it. It's Savage. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. To the air, it's Dyer. A strike downfield. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Trying to get the edge on the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab. The 15.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called by the defense as their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. I think they'll be aggressive here and try to win it in regulation. He'll keep it himself. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely perfect. There's a lot of celebrating going on over there after taking the lead, but there is still time on the clock.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The sweet feet buy a little time. At the 35, he's loose. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's quick.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to third down. We need to go for it on fourth down. This offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. The final grains of sand were about to disappear from the hourglass, and just in the nick of time, they tie it up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll do it himself. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Good timing on the quick out. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On the run, fires downfield. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Staring at a 3rd and long here in this first overtime possession. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. If he houses this, it's ball game. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside. He's in. A game-winning touchdown in overtime. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.